Hello, 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 and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And you know what I love more? I love my cup mug. Ew. I love getting my cup mugs. Take my cup mug. Ooh. And you can get your cup mug at longjuicecreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period. And thank you. Yeah.
Well, hello, guys. It's your favorite Black queer content creator, the ultimate That's What the Stars fan. It's your boy KaMorian, aka Sparking Alien. And I'm so excited to get into another week of That's What the Stars, season 34. And baby, we had our first elimination, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's getting real. It's getting real.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting real,
And
y'all.
absolutely. And we're going to talk all about these illuminations and everything in between. But before we do, we ask you that you please subscribe to this channel. We are on a mission here to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. And so we need your help. Please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. If you're a fan of This with the Stars or any of the shows that we cover here, please subscribe to this channel and talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Also, all of our other channels across the Cup Network are also on that mission. So if you hit the link in below on our link tree, you can see all the channels. If you're a fan of Drag or Drag Race, at the Cup Pod is the place for you. If you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, at the Cup ESC is the place for you. Go click those links, subscribe to those channels, and support. Also, join our audio podcast links. That link is down there as well as our Patreon and all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to talk with us about some of these shows that we're discussing, please hit us up on our Instagram at the Cup Pod and hit us up and let us know that you're interested in being a part of this podcast because we're looking for more voices, more people to talk about all of these shows with us. So if this is something that you're interested in, please, please let us know. Now, KaMorian, let's get into it because it was a time. It was a time. We had one hit wonders week. Um, I love when they do. I like how they do the things. Even though I will say one of these songs that they used as a one-hit wonder wasn't really a one-hit wonder. I think this person had lots of hits, but this was the most biggest hit I guess they had. But yeah, we're gonna talk all
Quick
about it.
question,
But
Lana. If you were able to choose one, like one hit wonder song to dance to, what would it be?
ooh, that's a good one to dance to. I don't. Hmm. You know, the one song that comes to my head, and don't laugh at me, y'all. I don't know why this one hit wonder song has been stuck in my head for the past 2 weeks now, but it's Dream, He Loves Me Not. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head, but that song would be the song that I say for now because it's stuck in my head.
Hmm.
What would be for you?
Okay, this is actually they're definitely one here when they put out like I think one of the best bops ever, and they didn't and then guess what they let it they did like one huge bop and they just left. The song "Somebody That I Used to Know" by GoTA. That remember the whole thing with the
Mhm.
paint that song blew
Yeah.
up,
You
and they've
should
been guess
never
what
cut me off. Yeah.
and guess what you never heard of them after that. Literally, it's like I'm gonna put like a hit. I'm done. I'm out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That one.
Absolutely. I love that song. I heard that song. I love it. That's a good song to dance to too. If you could. Mhm. But let's talk about these couples. And we started the show off with Alex Earl with Val. She did a jive. And I will say, I found her to be more. She was less nervous this week. I think she calmed down a little bit more, and I enjoyed this jive. I thought it was a good jive from her, and yeah, I kind of liked it. I think she did a good job. I enjoyed her. I enjoyed her a lot. I thought she was good.
All right.
What about you, Kamora?
Yeah, I think they did a very good job, a very good way to start the show. First off, that starting move. I think she was in like some like B Break Boy, Break Days. I don't know whatever post she did. I was like, okay, Alex. Like to me, I feel like she applied my critique from last week with her like her personality. I felt it kind of like shot. There was some very good, some good quality dances in these two. I will agree as it was like more like kicks and the flicks, like I what they were saying. But I think it was still a fun routine. She's like a really good natural dancer, and I think I saw more confidence come out like this week. So definitely, I want her to get more confidence. I feel like you know what, I think we're still trying to see what Alex like as far as like her personality, like what makes you you, what makes you great. You know what I mean? But I think it's still a solid good dance. I think she's a great dancer. I think we'll be seeing her for a good period of this competition. So good job, both of you guys.
Mhm. So, what score would you have given her?
I would agree with the judges. I would give her a 7.
I agree. It would have been a 7 for me as well. Let's keep it moving to Danielle Fisher and Pasha doing the cha cha cha. What do you think about Danielle?
I think. Hmm. I think she did a very good job. I think it like with like the majority was very good. I would agree. I think she's still kind of like very loose with the arms, but I think everything was really good until I think it was just that last part when she I
Mm-hmm.
think was trying to go under. I think that was the plan, but I think she kind of like panicked a little bit and it kind of like didn't go through. And I think for me, that kind of like deducted a point of me off a bit. I think does with the ending move for a bit, but I think it was still a fine, solid cha cha. I think she has a lot of potential, and she should like, just work on those notes. And I think she will come back harder next week for sure. But I think it was still a fun routine. I enjoyed it, and she was feeling it. She was giving it. And that cartwheel baby, that was
Yes.
a 8.
Yeah, definitely T. She ate with that cartwheel. I agree. I was very shocked. I was like, oh, look at Danielle. She was doing it. I think her and Pasha make such a really good couple. And I think if she takes the notes that the judges gave her about the arms and things like that, and yeah, that last move, it's just unfortunate. Sometimes that happens. Um, I think they did overall a really good job. It was a solid, solid performance for the both of them. I enjoyed it. So, scores.
I would have gave it a 6.
I agree. I would have gave it a 6 as well. Up next, Andy Richter and Emma Slater doing their tango to the Weatherman. The Weather Girls, rather, not the Weatherman, but Random Man. What'd you think of Andy?
I would say one thing I love about Andy is his showmanship. He's always going to try his best, everything, and even like whatever Emma is pushing out of him, he's trying his best. I know he's not the best techno dancer out of everyone. We can see that. I think it was a lot of issues with this tango. I think, I think tango is better. Like I think it's supposed to be very sharp, but also smooth, and you're supposed to glide across the floor. And it was a lot of kind of like not. It was really no gliding at all, but I think it was still a fun routine. I loved the whole bit with Emma with the whole weather routine. That was kind of like a little this part was fun. But I would say I love his showmanship, and I think you know what. If he continues to like, just work on the technique and actually bring that, but I think he can improve. I think he's trying his best, and I just love Andy. I feel like we actually are really getting to know Andy a lot, especially through like just
Mhm.
with social media and on the show. We kind of seeing a lot of his personality go through. So I love Andy and Elma. So it was still a fun number. I just think the technique, you know what I mean?
Yeah. When it comes to certain people, I'm like, they're not going to give us technical. They're not going to give us technical dances. It's never going to be that. So I don't even look for that when it comes to Andy because he's
Mm-hmm.
never going to give us that. I just like I said, I sometimes just judge basically on how the dance made me feel. And this made me laugh and smile and enjoy what they did. Like Andy's a comedy guy. and they gave us comedy, which I think works best for him. And Emma was smart to do that. I just really enjoyed this dance. I like the showmanship was amazing. Him winking at the judges, I was like, yeah, I see you, Andy. I loved that. I thought it was just fun. It felt good, so I enjoyed it. Scores.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
I would have gave it a 6. Lauren and Brandon doing a foxtrot.
I Wow, that Lauren, she's really amazing. Like the way I just feel like listen about it, this dance can't like that it was a beautiful that was an amazing evidence. Her frame is actually the way she glides, the way she attacks a number with such like elegance and quality. Just that it was so smooth, beautifully well done. The way she commands the camera, her expression, like I just let like this side of Lauren, like I'm loving it. And Brandon, the choreography has been excellent. I didn't understand about the whole the ending spin that Derek was talking about. I thought it was a pretty beautiful spin to me. I don't understand what was wrong about it in particular. Like he was like the ending spin kind of kind of like it didn't go together to me. I was like, I don't know. I thought it was fine to me. I think it was a beautiful way. I think she did perfectly. I think for me, I think she was underscored tonight in my opinion, but and it's still a good dance in particular. I think she is gonna surprise even more. I think just she's killing it, and I think she might be a dark horse. I think she might
Mhm.
surprise a lot of people for sure because she's doing amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I can definitely see her going as far as the semifinals, if not the finals. You know what I mean? I think
Hmm.
because the way she took over this foxtrot was so elegant and beautiful, and it flowed, it moved. You could tell she's very comfortable. She's comfortable with Brandon. She's comfortable with herself. She's comfortable in her body. She's comfortable in her skin. She just moved so effortlessly. It was beautiful. I thought this was such a beautiful foxtrot. I really enjoyed it. And I don't know what Derek was talking about, but I don't know technical stuff. So maybe he sees something we don't see, not knowing what it is. But I thought this was a beautiful dance. I thought they looked great and I loved it. So, scores.
I want to give it an 8. I think she deserved an 8 tonight, at least
I
one.
gave
This
it
was
an
an
eight
amazing 8.
too. I gave it an eight too. I was like, this was good. I enjoyed it. I really did. Up next, Jordan and Ezra doing the jive. Okay, go ahead.
I think this is what you call it. This is how you make a comeback. Taking the critiques
Mm-hmm.
and applying it. I know, especially I know my boy Ezra, who I love so much. I adore Ezra. I know people were coming him. I think after I remember that week in particular after that whole premiere, like they were coming for him like, oh, the choreography. Like people were really slandering him the choreography, and I feel like Ezra took that even though it'd be like I know it's kind of like dang it's a lot, but I think he took those comments and he worked on it. And guess what? He's like, you know what? If you want content, you want the content to be clear of what dance we're doing, I'm gonna show you that. And he gave the right amount of amazing content with just the right amount of showmanship that Jordan can do and like just her abilities and the way she jumped over him and then when she hit the foot and she did look a little
And
something. I'm
roll.
like,
Oof.
what? It was amazing. High energy number, everything. They were in sync. The flicks, the kids were amazing. Maybe they're showing. You know what? We came in to win. We came in to slay, and I was very impressed. I think for me, to me, by far, I think the best dance of the night by far out of
Mm,
anyone tonight. That was the best dance. Like they really came back hard. That's a good thing.
absolutely. This was the most improved couple this week. They ate this jive up. This was such a good jive, such high energy. The flicks and the kicks, everything was perfect. And it gave us, like I said, content. It gave us like it just was jam packed with everything you wanted a jive to be. They looked amazing. I love that they put those pants on her for the jive, so it show off the movement that she's doing. It was just a good jive. They were in sync. everything. I absolutely love the shop. I was so happy for both Jordan and for Ezra because, like you said, they were getting him in those comments about the choreography and how lackluster their dance was last week. Even though I didn't think it was that bad, I was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I thought it was really good, but when you have somebody like Ezra who definitely needs to prove himself this season because of the debacle of last season and not getting able to do that, and then Jordan who works hard. She's a workhorse. She does this. This is what she does. She learns in the gym and she knows she has to listen to critiques, fix it, practice it, work hard. The ethic is in her. I can't wait to see them finally give them the flowers that they deserve because this dance was absolutely amazing. Scores?
Oh well deserved a.
Absolutely will deserve 8 for sure.
They went from fives to eights and sevens, y'all. That's impressive. From fives to eight and sevens, and just how that's like the from I think out of everybody the biggest score jump from getting
Mm,
two fives. Y'all killed it. We're so proud. We're very proud of you guys. Keep it up.
absolutely. Absolutely. Up next, Corey Feldman and Jenna Johnson doing the cha cha cha.
I mean, first of all, Jenna and that outfit, wow, baby, and them abs was that I pat. I'm like, my God, them abs was going. I think it was a fun routine. I feel like Corey was really giving it his all. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, there was some. I mean, there were some work issues, but I think you know it was a fun number. They had fun. And I guess he was trying to leave it out there the best he could. So, kudos for trying.
Mm-hmm. I was fun. This was the song I was talking about. I was like, Sir Mix-a-Lot had more hits than Baby Got Back, but okay, sure. He's not a one-hit wonder guy, but I guess this is the hit that everybody remembers, but he definitely had more hits than that. I thought this was fine. I felt like they relied on the pros so much in this dance that it took away from anything that the star was supposed to do, and it made me feel like I'm being smoked and mirrored. You know what I mean? It's like he's not really doing much, but we're liking what's happening because we're looking at the pros and not the person who we're supposed to be looking at. But I think he did okay. I think he did fine. It was fine. Scores.
A five.
I agree. I agree. Let's go to Jen and Jen doing the quick step. What do you think?
I
Y'all
think
know this
it
is
was a
Jen.
good. I think it was a good solid routine. I will say I know Karen and called that kind of like for a lift, so I will say I know technically, even though she did jump off of herself, it's still taking a kind of a lift because when they went into the when she, I think when she jumped off, I think she was still in the area where she grabbed his hands and then it went to the floor, so that's still technically a lift. But you know, I mean, he's still new, so he got a pass. He got a pass as well. So hopefully he'll learn going forward. Ballroom dances do not so I think only an American smooth and that type of dance is from Strictly. I know it that requires like lifts and stuff from the ballroom. That's on that before is that any ballroom dance you cannot use a lift. That's just classic ballroom rules, you know what I mean? But I think it was still a solid good number. I think she's very good. And like I gotta say,
Mhm.
she's like the fact that she just think about it, y'all, she just had a baby just a couple months ago. And to see her doing all of this is like I am very impressed with the way she's moving. So it was a good solid routine. The frame was good. I think the book a little bit more clean up, I think, but it was still a good fun number, and she has a lot of great potential. I love this partnership right here. I love these two.
Absolutely. I thought this was a decent, really good, solid, quick step. The lift, sure. I mean, I always look at Carrie Ann when she's talking about the lift because I'm like her or whatever. But if it's rules, the rules are rules. You need to follow the rules. I think she had it was a good quick step, full of content, very much. It looked like a quick step. It felt like a quick step. I enjoyed it like I enjoy quick steps. They were quick. It wasn't, sometimes I'll be like, some of these quick steps be moving a little slow. I'm like, that's it really a quick step? Looked like a slow step, but sure. I thought it was nice. I had a good time watching it. It was interesting it was fun to see. So I liked it. Scores.
A seven.
Seven, seven in my Lynn voice. Robert Irwin and Whitney Carson doing the
Mhm.
tango.
Mm. First up, I want to say that song for a tango was criminal. That was,
It
I
was.
don't know how. I love this song, and that song does not go for a tango whatsoever. But I
Mhm.
just gotta say, it happens. Like how we get these songs, I'd be like, how did this song will work well with that type of dance? But you know what, the pros figure it out and then do it the best they could. So Whitney did the best they could, and what they're able to do, it was still a good routine. Robert is really amazing, and I think he's still kind of like, like I think he's like I think he's still kind of like a little bit doubting his stuff a little bit. He's like, wow, like people think like I'm actually like I'm doing really good. So I think he just didn't know, Robert, this on your confidence. You're doing amazing, buddy. You're killing it. You're doing very amazing. And he's doing very good. Like I thought he was gonna be good, but I was like not this good. Like he's fun and the way like it was he was a leading man tonight. I would say it was one part. I would say I think he could have worked on better, but I think it was still a good routine, and he's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited what else he's gonna do. He's gonna kill it. I'm so excited for this man.
I think Robert did a great job. I really did. I thought he did a really good job. I think he might be starting to feel a little pressure because he did so good last week and everybody was praising him with how great it was last week. And it's like, how do I top what I did and trying to continue to top what you already did? It gets harder. And sometimes you don't always top it. But I think he did a really, really good job. I don't think it was anything lacking in that performance for me. The song, okay, it was interesting, but I think I like what she did with it musically and how she changed it and gave us that dramatic opening and then went into it for the tango because the tango is a dramatic kind of dance. I liked it. I think Robert did really good and I enjoyed it. So, scores.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I still gave it an 8 because I think he did a really good job. Really good job. Elaine and Alan doing the jive to, oh, Mickey, so fine, you so fine, you blow my mind, hey, Mickey. What did you think of this jive?
At first, I got. I know you hear this song. I think it's time. Especially this is for this song in particular is for cheerleaders. Like
Yes.
you part with the pom poms. I love the way they get everyone to pump in the audience and post what they're
Hmm.
gazing, and it was fun. And then having the icon herself in the rehearsal room with you guys. Like I will be fangirling. Like baby. And I think she lived to that extent. And Elaine, she's amazing. She is showing these youngins how to do it. And I feel like I think the seeing her so happy for something that she had to kind of stop doing this from what happened in her past. That's for all that access. To seeing her come out, like, you know what? I get to do what I used to love doing when I was younger. And to seeing that there were really good moments in it. It was a fun routine. I love everything about them. I love this couple. I love Elaine. She's killing it. I love her.
I thought this was so fun. I thought it was so fun right out the gate. All the pom poms, everybody in the audience, the dance, everything. It was so good. She looks great. She looked amazing out there. I am so rooting for this woman because I think she is eating up this show with and just oh, I think she's so good. I am so happy that she's here. Her and Alan are a great couple. They have a lot of fun together. She trusts him. She listens to him. She does what, she gets to just go out there and just do what she loves doing. And it shows. It shows that she actually loves what she's doing. And it's so fun. So I love this. I love this number. I love this couple. I'm with you. Scores.
A 7.
I gave it an 8 because I just love them. And I can do that because my score doesn't matter. Give it an 8. Moving on to Baron and Britt doing the samba.
And he started off very good, and then I think when he got to the, he kind of like, I think something had been there, but I think once he kind of noticed that he fixed it right away, and the ending was good. And I think I'm not gonna lie, I think this song was very hard to do to the stone, but I would say he did the best he could. And I'm not gonna lie, I think what Carrion said the Baron was kind of like way too harsh. I don't know, like I don't know. It felt too harsh the way it came out when she said it in person for me. I don't think he was that like that bad that they just to say it harsh like that. I think out of anybody who messed up, I don't think she was harsh to anybody with the way she was harsh to him. The personally, I don't know. It felt weird the way she said it. It didn't sit right with me personally. But I think it was still a sign. I know it wasn't like I know it wasn't kind of like good compared like to last week, but I think it was still a good thing. And he did ensemble in week two. Okay,
Hmm.
that's very hard to do in the week two dance, and I got to give him his hands. And Britt did a major job, so I love you guys.
I liked the dance. I thought it was a good. I thought he did a good job. Was it perfect? No, but he did a good job, and I agree with you. I did not like what Carrie Ann said to him. I was like, "Girl, this is why I ain't want you to come back." But okay, but that's just me. It could be just me. I didn't. I thought they did a really good job. I thought it was a solid performance. I thought it was. I thought it was fun. They had a good time. They made me have a good time. I didn't think it was that bad. Yes, he was he had some mess ups and some missteps, but it wasn't like other people did not have the same missteps and mess ups, and you didn't say that to them. So it didn't hit me there. I didn't like it. So scores.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
I gave it a 7 because I think they did. It made me smile, and because I like Britt and I like Baron, so you get an extra point because I like you. Whitney and Mark doing the cha cha cha.
Who this couple? Oh my god, who we? They about to be a showstopper this season.
Dangerous.
That cha cha was fierce. The amount of content that went into that dance. Mark, let me tell you one thing about is, if Mark gets a ringer, he's gonna challenge them. Okay, he's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna make it easy for them. At the end of the day, because the thing is, when you're that good of a dancer, your expectations is gonna be hard. So with that, you gotta give them challenge and stuff. And she did it. On I didn't. I know they said. I know they said it was like a mistake. I didn't really notice it 'cause I thought she was just killing it. And that last
Listen,
move to that split, what? This couple is gonna be.
dangerous.
Mm,
Dangerous. That is the word for this couple. They are dangerous. They will sneak up on you and they will, ooh, they are dangerous. And everybody is talking about how, oh, um, this other couple that we're going to talk about, and how great, how amazing she is because she's done this before. But Whitney and Mark, dangerous. Dangerous pain. He is going to push her and she is going to take it. She is going to take it. Everybody better get on their level and start looking at this and start because man, and I ain't even just talking about the stars. I'm talking about the pros. Y'all better get on Mark's level with this choreography because he is going to kill it every single time. Oh, this was so good to me. Scores.
a
8, because that's what they did. They ate. They ate. Period. Speaking of this other couple that we're talking about, Hilaria and Gleb are doing that tango.
I mean, I think this was, I think, or I think this was a solid routine. I mean, I mean, we know she's gonna be good. She has previous ballroom experience, and then blah, da, 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 da. But I think it was still a good routine. I don't know what that part was with. I think he lifted a little. I don't know. It was that was like a lift. I think something he did. Where he think he like, I think he
Picked
like,
her up at.
like he picked her up, and then I think it
Mm-hmm.
her foot off the ground.
It
I
did.
mean, it did, yeah. So I think
It
I
did.
got to kind of add the lift, so it was taking me a lift. But I think I think she's very good. I think the only problem is that even though she's good, we really don't feel the performance. I mean, it's good, but we want to feel something. So I wasn't really moved. But
Mm-hmm.
it's still a solid routine. She's good at dancing, is what it is. So good job.
That's the thing. You hit it on the head. She's good at dancing. she's not that great at performing because we did not move. I wasn't moved by her. And it was like, you're was the steps right? Yes. But did she perform it well? Not really. It was fine. I don't know. I think I don't know what's going on. It should be but way better than this to me. Like she should be in this should have been her wheelhouse to do, a ballroom dance and like perform it, sell it. She didn't sell it for me. It was just like, okay, it's a good dance. Technically solid. Everything's solid, but it just didn't move the needle for me at all with her. So solid performance. Scores?
7.
7 for me too. 7 for me too. Let's go to Dylan and Daniella doing the samba.
I mean, I didn't see that whole TikTok clip earlier with him doing the samba with baby. When I saw that, I was like, woo. Wow. Okay, that Danielle, you was putting in the work. And I will say what I like about him, he's actually willing to actually get that technique right because he has someone who's a pro teacher who actually wants him to get a technique right. So the fact that he's able to do that, and like I think for me, it's like a lot of male celebs, we don't really sit up for like a lot of male celebs who started out with kind of with zero experience, like trying to get the technique down, and he has the hips for it. Like its hips were moving. I would say there was some parts that I think he could. I think he was kind of dragging a little bit, but it was still a good, solid routine. I enjoyed it. The improvement is there, and you know what? I mean, he's showing that he's really trying to master this craft of dancing of this craft. So amazing.
I think he is definitely trying, and you could see the effort and him doing it. Um, he's getting the like last week. I felt like he gave us a performance, and it made me go like it made me feel good about watching his performance. This week, I was like, it was more about him trying to get the moves down, and I think it lacked a little bit of the performance for me. He had the moves, but where was the performance? It was cool. It was good. I just wasn't like as excited as I was last week about it. But I think this was a really good dance and a really solid performance. So, scores
6.
6. And last but not least is squat with
I think
Rylee.
this dance was kind of underscored in my opinion. I thought Scott did approve very. I think he approved a lot from the first week. I think I enjoyed it, maybe because of the song,
Hmm.
maybe the vibe, but I enjoyed it personally. He was hitting the moves perfectly well. He was performing his heart out, and I liked it. It was fun. It was cool. I loved the swagger and the dance. It was beautiful. I liked it.
I liked it too. He still felt a little nervous. I think yeah, it felt a little, it still felt like he was still holding on to a little nerves, but I think he did good. It wasn't a slight improvement from last week. Um, I think he just needs to loosen up a little bit more. Just give us a little bit more. But improvement is there. And I think he is someone um, who could continue to grow and do really good. So, of course,
7.
I gave it a 7. But we must talk about our eliminated because we knew this week was coming. We knew it was going to happen, and it was a double elimination. And I, the people, the ones we got eliminated this week, one was not a surprise, and one was a surprise. That is Corey and Baron have left the competition. And I, for one, am not happy about Britt and Baron leaving because I don't think they deserved it. But I don't think Baron had the fans' support to
Yeah.
continue to keep him in this competition. But if we were going strictly on dances, it didn't need to be Baron.
Yeah, and personally, I feel like also I think just with such a competitive cast, with amazing dancer, I think I can see why he probably got the boot. I think if Baron was in a different cast, like last year's or the other year, I think Baron would last longer, in my opinion. I think it would like a different. I think he would have made it first. I think it's for, I feel like for sure I'm gonna I was like it was between Corey, Andy, and Lara for me. I was like, but if one of them might be said, I'm gonna say Andy because I think Emma have to put him on social media so much, and he has been showing what
Mhm.
he just his fun side, and people have been loving that. So I was like, so when they were said, I was like, okay, you know what? I was not surprised by that, but you know, Corey, not surprised. I mean, it was just unfortunate. I mean, I'm sad for Jenna. 'Cause, you know, she came from being the winner, now the first person going home, but I will still see more of Jenna. I will see restore see her and Joey back in the ballroom together soon. But I'm mostly sad for Brett. I think it's not even Baron. I don't think I think Baron would have. I think Baron was actually very good, and he actually was getting better. I feel like I would love to see more. I feel like he actually was trying, and I feel back. I feel like you could tell Baron that you know what I said. I feel like I messed up. You know what I mean. So, but I actually saw the podcast. You can tell he was kind of like he felt like he disappointed Britt, and Britt was like, Britt, you never disappointed me. You did good for the moment I met you. You were hardworking, and you know what I mean. And personally, I'm just upset when it comes to like I think just Britt on the show because I feel like what is Britt doing wrong? Like Britt has so much potential to show. She has so much to show. I feel like they kind of been really kind of like putting Britt on, like I think this questioning. I'm not sure what was going on why like I think for me, I want Britt with someone who actually can like actually be like a ringer, like someone who's really good. I feel like we haven't seen her got the chance to do that in a good little minute still, and I don't know. I feel like they kind of like I don't know what's the word, but I feel like kind of like they're undermining Britt in my opinion. I just don't like it for me, and especially just being the only black female pro out of everyone there. Just that I don't know. It doesn't work for me, but I'm gonna miss them both, especially Baron and Britt. You know what I mean? But someone has to go every week, so it's gonna get hard every week. So it's what it is.
Absolutely. It's a sad moment, but and the show will go on, and we'll see them all. We'll see Britt on tour. We'll go see Britt on tour, and she'll be back. So that is that on that. We have discussed all, and we are going to be back next week to talk more Dance with the Stars. Next week is TikTok week. And so we're going to be talking about TikTok week and all the songs that are giving us our viral TikToks these days. So I'm excited about that. And so you just join us next week as we talk more Dance with the Stars. Let us know in the comments how you feel about the eliminated guests, the contestants, if the people got it right. Um, who are you rooting for? Let us know in the comments below. And follow us on this channel and all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, all of our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, where you can get the link to our merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And we are going to get out of here because we got more things to do. So we will see you all next week. And keep dancing, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.